You're pregnant?
It certainly doesn't fit into my plan.
I think it fits right into your plan to get Cruz.
Cruz has nothing to do with it.
Are you denying that Cruz is the father of your baby? Victoria, I know he's the father. Everybody's going to know.
You're not going to say a word to anybody.
Well, are you going to tell Cruz?
I can see to it that my baby
Cruz
is
isn't going to stand by and let you raise his kid alone. You know that. What are you going to tell him?
Nothing.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. No.
Me. It's just me. It's okay. Hey. Oh, boy. You were having that same dream again, weren't you?
It was just a dream. It's all it was. It wasn't anything.
Okay, it could be upsetting to anyone. Hey.
It happened a long time ago. I should be over it by now.
Oh, come on. Don't expect too much of yourself.
Oh, my father's gone. I don't know what happened to him. I could have helped him. And I didn't. That's bad.
Oh, come on.
I keep having this dream, and there's no point to keep having it.
You know something? You were just a little girl at the time. No one could have done any more.
Lionel? How long will you be my guardian? For a year or 2 years?
God willing, I'll be your guardian as long as you need me. Okay?
I'd like that. You could always change your mind.
Why would I do that?
People do.
We're talking about Brian Bradford, aren't we?
No. He said we could only be friends.
And you wanted more than that.
I love Brian. I thought that when he came back, I don't know what I thought.
Right now, Brian is a very angry young man.
I know. He's angry with Pearl. You know, but maybe if I can stop having this dream and be normal, and then Brian could see that I'm strong and that I'm not afraid anymore, then maybe he'll love me again.
Hey, you know something? Let me tell you something, young lady. Being normal is not just like being like everyone else. And being strong is not just being tough. You are a very beautiful young woman, a very sensitive and lovely young woman. Now, nobody that knows you would change one thing about you. Brian, on the other hand, is, I don't know, maybe he just isn't feeling very strong at the moment. Okay? Maybe Brian can't, I don't know, depend on anybody else or be close to anybody else, and that's sad for him. But you got me, Caroline, Jean. Maybe Brian wants to be alone by choice, but you're never gonna be that way again. Huh?
Now we can be certain of almost optimum conditions on the day I marked here.
Why is that?
It's a local holiday. Very important to the townspeople. I've been assured that the area around the land house will be deserted except for the people we want there.
That means we can move all the witnesses and the security people in, huh?
Exactly.
I'm a little concerned about a local policeman or some good Samaritan trying to prevent the kidnapping.
Now, I'm taking great pains to see that that doesn't happen. I don't think anyone will be hurt.
Did I startle you? Better keep it down to a low whisper.
It's all right, darling. We knew that Hattie and Gina were out of the house.
Mason, you shaved off your mustache.
I knew there was something strange about you.
I'm tired of twirling it. You should be happy, Eden. Your plan's coming to fruition.
Oh, no, wait a second. You're not actually going to stage Kelly's kidnapping, are you?
And, yes, I think we finally found the weapons going to make Gina turn over that tape.
I'm going to make some phone calls, get some of this rolling.
So who else knows about this?
Just your mother and Ted. And it's imperative no one else knows, darling. Look, I think we've worked on a lot of things here, and we've structured something I think can work very well, but we're going to need your help.
Well, you know I'll do anything to help Kelly.
You're gonna have to get Cruz to help. So he can't know that it's a phony. He has to believe that the staging of this kidnapping is absolutely real.
So what you're asking me to do is lie to Cruz.
Look, I know you've been going through hell with him lately. And if I could think of any other way to do this, I would. But we're talking about your sister's freedom. It's at stake here.
Daddy, look. One of the reasons that Cruz and I broke up to begin with was because I lied to him. What do you think is going to happen if he finds out I did it again?
Baby, this is different. He knows you have to do it. You don't have any choice.
That is one of the excuses that he's heard from me once too often.
Oh, you tell him you won't do it.
No. I just miss him so much, Daddy.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, Cruz, you buying a tree?
No, Buzz. Actually, I'm here looking for Pearl. He asked me to meet him here.
I haven't seen him. Hey, as long as you're here, take a gander. I got some beauties. Free tinsel with every sale. Huh?
That's a nice touch. Listen, well, if you see Pearl, tell him I'm here, will you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll see you.
The door was open.
Caroline?
Hi. Yeah, I was doing a little shopping on State Street today, and it just seemed to me that this had your name written all over it.
Oh, Caroline, please.
Oh, she didn't want to hurt my feelings, do you?
Oh, Caroline, it's beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart.
Well, I'll just have to go trade on now. Lionel? Thank you so much. Well, you know what for.
I should be thanking her. This house was so empty before she came here.
You're fond of her, aren't you?
Yes, I am. If her father gets parole next week, will he want Alice to come and live with him?
Well, I'm not sure. I haven't really discussed that with him.
Well, I would imagine that he wanted to live with him.
Well, yes, you're probably right. You know, I know Gus loves his daughter very much, and he is a good man deep down, Lionel. He never should have gone to prison in the first place. And I know if once he gets out, he'll be able to help her reconstruct all those years that she can hardly remember and start her leading the kind of life she has a right to.
Pretty impassioned words from a woman who's just seen him in prison a couple of times.
Well, I know it must seem that way, but I guess I see a lot of Alice in her father.
He must be very grateful for your help.
I'm not doing it for his gratitude. I'm doing it for Alice.
Honey, come on. Now sit down with me a minute. You know, maybe it's time that we question whether or not you and Cruz are right for each other.
3 months ago, no one would have asked that.
Darling, I know you love me. Sometimes it's not enough. Now, how long are you going to bang your head against the wall before you realize it's not right? It's not working.
Daddy, I know in the beginning that you didn't approve of Cruz and me, but I thought we've been through all this.
What I don't approve of, sweetheart, is you having any pain. Now, I have a lot of doubt whether this whole thing with Cruz will ever be the storybook romance that you want it to be.
I don't want a storybook romance. I mean, I know what we had isn't what I'd always wished, but it was the best thing I'd ever had. I mean, I have feelings for him, and I want to let them go, but I can't. I just can't let go of them.
You can't, honey. I know how hard it is. And maybe the only way, even though this is the cruelest way, is to just to try to let those feelings die, sweetheart. I know that's a terrible thing to say, but, I mean, they won't all go together. You just have to pull back, and then they'll fade away, and then all the good memories you have, that you've had with Cruz, That's what you'll always have up here. The bad ones you won't even think about.
I don't know if I can do that.
But why don't you think about taking a trip to the island, huh? to the ranch at Maui? You see the manager, see they're doing all right. You take your mind off everything. What do you think about that?
I really don't want to go away. I want to stay here. I want to help Kelly. I really do. Really.
You have to light a cruise?
I have a lunch appointment. I'll be back around 1.
Yeah, but I've got some business. You gonna be all right?
Be all right.
You know how much I love you?
Mm-hmm, tons.
Later. My appointment happens to be with Cruz. Any messages?
What's the appointment about?
The captain and I are going to try to talk him into coming back on the force. He's been sorely missed by both of us.
Mason, that's great. What makes you think he's ready to go back to work?
I'm not worried about that. Cruz is not a man to go against what he wants. What I'm more concerned about is why the two of you are still apart.
Well, like you said, he isn't easily persuaded to change his mind.
And I gather your mind is not of that persuasion, huh?
Oh, Mason, I want Cruz back.
Well, what's getting in your way? I don't think Victoria has any intention of trying to reignite what she had with him.
Well, then I guess I guess Victoria really didn't break us up. Maybe she just came back into town and we realized how different we are.
People needed to be alike to fall in love. History would have to be rewritten. Mary and I couldn't have been more different. Point of fact, we were complete opposites. I think it'd be a big mistake to give up hope, Eden.
I'm not giving up hope, Mason. I mean, I have these feelings and I want to forget about them, but I can't. I mean, how can you forget about the most important thing in your life?
Hi.
Things going well for you?
Yeah, they're going okay, you know. How about you?
Fine. Fine. Out looking for a Christmas tree, hmm?
No, actually, I was here to meet somebody. Are you?
No. It's just such a beautiful day. I thought I'd take a walk along the wharf.
Are you okay? What's wrong?
Nothing.
Whoa. What'd I tell you? You gotta stay out of those health food stores.
Yeah, I didn't eat breakfast this morning. I guess I just was busy.
That always happens to me, you know? I mean, you gotta keep up with the trace minerals, vitamins, and all that jazz. Right, Cruz?
Yeah, you want to drink water? So you sure?
How about,
Fine.
how about regrouping over here? Just have a seat. Okay? Cruz, let's give the little lady some air. Come on.
So, what did you want to talk to me about?
You know, I was just worried about you. I mean, we're friends. We used to be friends, right? Wanted to get you out of the house. You know, we'd go for a walk by a tree. Maybe take it home, decorate it, get you in the old Christmas spirit.
Well, I know you want to help, buddy, but that really isn't necessary. I'm doing fine hanging at the house right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, listen, about her, I swear, I didn't know she was going to be out here.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I didn't think you did. Listen, I gotta go. I got a lunch meeting,
Yeah.
so...
Okay, well, don't you be a stranger.
Yeah, I'll be in touch.
How you feeling?
Fine now.
What they call morning sickness, huh?
Yeah, it's been really bad for the past couple of days.
You were gonna tell him, weren't you? You were gonna tell Cruz about the baby.
My baby is no more Cruz's business than it is yours.
I see. And seeing him here, you didn't have a strong urge to let him know that he was going to be a father? Victoria, what are you going to do?
I'm going to keep the baby and raise it by myself.
I see. And everybody in Santa Barbara is just going to think that it was a random stop by a store.
I don't give a damn what anybody thinks.
Well, usually I don't either, but in this case I do. You know why? I mean, anybody with half a brain is going to know that's Cruz's baby, including the man himself. You know what he's going to do? He's going to do what he grew up believing was best, the right thing. You know what that's going to be?
I don't need him.
I'm talking about a little something more than need here, Victoria.
All you care about is Cruz and Eden, that nothing comes between them.
Most men have every right to know they got a kid en route. But most men are not going to be as responsible as Cruzy. Now, fine, you win him. You can have him, right? But he's not going to be happy without Eden. It's not going to be good for Eden, for him, for you, or for Cruz. Can't you see that?
I don't need Cruz. This is my child, and I can raise it and love it by myself.
Now, how are you going to keep him from finding out?
Cruz is never going to know. Because I'll be leaving Santa Barbara before he finds out that I'm pregnant.
Caroline. I was expecting you. I knew you'd show up sooner or later. Because I know I was right. Alice is your daughter. Yours and Gus's.
Yes, Alice is our child. Cece, I came to ask you not to tell anyone.
You know something? I think you owe me an explanation after all these years. You were very rude. And I haven't forgotten because very few people do to me what you did.
When I first met Gus, he had just finished working out. I was at the gym waiting for you. And I talked to him, and I discovered he was a very intelligent man. I won't deny that I found him attractive from the moment I saw him.
What made you think that would work? How could you possibly think you would have anything in common?
We both discovered that we were unhappy. We were unhappy because we felt we were owned by Cece Capwell.
Oh, so now it's my fault. I should have known, of course.
I never said that. We allowed ourselves to feel that way. And as to why we thought it would work, I don't think we ever stopped to wonder. We ran away together. And it didn't last very long, but before we split up, I found out I was pregnant. Alice was born. Beautiful little girl. And Gus took her away to raise her on his own. And he did until he was sent to prison, and then I lost track of her until she showed up here in Santa Barbara.
You gave Alice to Gus?
I didn't give her up. I had no choice.
Because of her color? What's the matter? You ashamed of her?
No, I always loved her. I loved her then. I love her now.
Yet you gave her up?
So I was living in the South. I had no money. I also had Jane to think of. I wanted to do what was best for both my girls. And Gus did not give me any choice. I tried to fight him, but I lost.
All right, the best handlers in the world with that man. Everyone ever saw him train. Agreed that he could have been one of the great ones. He could have had a great fight career. He could have ridden any ticket he wanted to. Instead, you ran away with him. He ended up in jail. Tell me, Caroline, was it worth it? Was it worth it to either one of you?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, our lives might have been a lot easier for both of us if we left things the way they were, but then we wouldn't have Alice, would we, Cece? She may not know I'm her mother, but I'd go through all the hell I have and more rather than not have had her. Now I just want her to have a chance at a good life.
But you want to keep it a secret that you're her mother.
I don't know. She's very fragile. I just know that I want to do everything I can to get Gus out of prison. But for my daughter's sake, Cece, I am begging you, help us get him this parole and keep my secret.
Got a lot of nerve, Caroline. You always did.
Maybe if you talk to her, Cece. I mean, you've met her, but I just know that if you got to know her better, you'd do the right thing.
Caroline.
Cece, please.
All right. I'll talk to Alice.
You and your wife, Ollie, was her name?
Yeah, well, she wasn't my wife. We never really got around to the legalities.
Well, you and she produced a wonderful daughter.
Thank you.
As you know, Caroline Wilson cares a great deal about her, as we all do. But Caroline seems to have gone all out. She was tracking you down and helping you, trying to help you get a parole.
Oh, she and Ollie were very close. And even though we split up, Ollie knew how much I cared for our daughter. I think Mrs. Wilson knew that, too.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have a wonderful daughter. As you probably know, I've been taking care of her ever since her release from the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
No one should have had to go through what she went through. But she seems to have come through without bitterness.
And Gus, there seems to be There's one thing, a recurring dream. In it,
there's a man with a gun and a police badge. And I've been able to piece together that it has something to do with the crime that you're serving time for.
Yeah, well, Alice was there when it happened. You may not believe this, but there was no crime involved. I was protecting and defending myself and my daughter. It was because of what happened that Alice was put in that institution and I was forbidden to see her. Mr. Lockridge, I have to get out of here. I have to be with my daughter. I'm the only one that knows what she's been through.
So I can assume that when you're released, if you get that parole, that you're going to want Alice to come and live with you.
Well, actually, I don't want to impose on you. I may need time to get back on my feet. They say it's quite an adjustment after you've been in this hotel.
Yeah, I can imagine. She's welcome to stay with me as long as she wants to.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Caroline said she was in good hands. And you, Mr. Lockridge, are you satisfied now that you've had a chance to check me out?
I'm her guardian, Gus.
Okay. Tell you what. You give Alice a big hug for me. And don't tell her, well, even though you can't tell her who sent.
Okay, I'll do that. Good luck with your parole.
Thanks a lot. I'm going to need it.
I don't know how much luck you'll need with Caroline Wilson in your corner.
Oh, I'm very lucky to have a friend like her.
You're the most valuable man we've got, Cruz.
Well, I doubt that, Mason. But in any case, I'm not ready to go back to work right now.
Maybe we can work out some sort of a compromise. I'll get you half the caseload you had before you went on your leave.
Look, Captain, I'm a detective. You know, I'm aware of that. I'm going to go back to the force eventually on a full-time basis. I'll give it everything I've got. That's the only way I know how to do the job. Right now, I could not do it justice, and I'm not going back until I can.
No one can say you're indecisive. Just don't take too long, Castillo.
The captain is not a man who likes hearing the word no.
Yeah, well, he's pushing as hard as he can. That's his job. I understand that.
Forgive me if I'm prying, Cruz, but are you aware that Eden is going through as much hell as you are over this?
Excuse me, Mason.
Do me the courtesy of hearing me out, okay? She wants you back, Cruz. She's as miserable as you are. Now that I've seen both sides, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's going to be hard right now for both of us. There's no getting around that. Eventually, the hurt will go away, and we'll get on with our lives.
Separately.
It doesn't seem to work any other way, Mason. I'm not happy about losing her. I feel wounded. But that wound is going to heal.
No. It'll scab over, maybe. But it won't heal. I know whereof I speak. I was no different from you when Mary was alive. Had my pride, my tantrums. What if Eden were gone tomorrow? I mean, gone from the face of the earth. What would you do?
I don't know.
I'll tell you what you'd do. You'd kick yourself for a fool for the rest of your life. You'd be right.
So, Brick owns the place now, huh? Well, maybe I'll stop on by and shuck a few oysters for him, huh? That's about time.
How you doing?
Fine.
Well, maybe I can help. Come on by and help you pack up and leave.
Oh, come on, Pearl. Don't rush me. I told you I'm not going to come between Cruz and Eden.
I'm thinking about you, too. You know, you stick around Santa Barbara, and you're going to be running into those two, just like you ran into Cruz this morning. You're going to look at him, and boom, you're going to think about having his baby. It's just going to be too tempting to not tell him. You don't want to do that.
Just leave me alone.
All right, let's quit with the back and forth. I know that you're still in love with Cruzy, and I know that you know that it's hopeless. Okay? You're having this kid because you want to have a part of Cruz to keep with you for the rest of your life. Now, that's fine, but you got to go somewhere else and have the baby. Hey, you got a lot of good friends down in L.A. I can loan you some money.
No, just cut the campaign, okay? I'm leaving, but I'm not leaving before I say goodbye.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. You're not going to leave and have one of those big scenes, the bags are packed, you're ready to go on the jet plane, the whole bit. And before you know it, suddenly, somehow, it slips out that you're packing a little extra with you.
This is my baby and my life, so you just butt out.
Cruz.
Yeah.
Chances are you and I are going to run into each other once or twice in the next 30 to 40 years.
Chances are. Forgive me. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you? I heard you might be going back to work.
Oh, if Meyson told you that he was premature.
Well, now's the time to have some spare time, right? I mean, getting into the Christmas spirit.
Well, sort of. I was over at the tree lot by Buzz's, you know. The smell of the trees kind of, you know.
Yeah, Christmas has a way of doing that. The trees and the books and the flowers makes you think about a lot of things.
Yeah, I think I better get out of here now. It's good seeing you.
Cruz?
Yeah.
I still care about you. And no matter how much you want to forget. Look, I can't pretend that I don't love you another week or a month or for however long you're going to keep this up.
I'm not asking you to pretend anything.
Look, at the Orient Express, you said that we were destiny, that we were going to last forever.
I know what I said. Apparently I was wrong.
No, you weren't.
Why don't you just try and forget?
I don't want to forget. Those times on the Orient Express and in the beach house and at the chateau, they were real. And I want to remember them. And I have a right to cherish them. I only pity you that you don't feel the same way. You wanted to see me?
Yes, Eden. I thought you might be interested to know that I am finally leaving Santa Barbara.
It might be interesting if it were true.
It is.
Well, last time I remember, you were walking around town telling everybody that you were staying to find your roots.
Well, I've changed my mind. I'm going back to Los Angeles to continue my career.
Why the switch?
I have my reasons.
Is Cruz one of them?
I'd just as soon be as far away from him as I can, not that it really matters.
You know, you'll pardon me if I don't buy this indifference. You see, I know you don't get over the love of your life that easily. I know from personal experience.
I loved him once, but that was a long time ago.
You never stopped loving him. You admitted that to me, do you remember?
No, you're wrong. My relationship with Marty was falling apart. It was very destructive. I needed something simple and pure, and it reminded me of the relationship that I had with Cruz a long time ago, so I came back here to see if it could happen again. But it was doomed from the start because Cruz had changed, and so had I. And I guess I finally realized that the two of you really do belong together.
You'll pardon me if I don't thank you for coming to this conclusion so late.
I'm sorry. Maybe one of these days you'll understand.
I think I already do, Victoria. And you know something? Good luck. Because I hope you find whatever it is that you're looking for. And I also hope that you never come back.
Paul was right. I shouldn't have stopped to talk to anyone before leaving town.
Victoria, what's wrong?
Oh, well, wait. Which one do you think?
Well, whichever one you want. I mean, Lionel made it very clear this was to be your decision.
I'm not very good at this.
Well, you've narrowed it down to a very good choice.
I think that's the problem.
Hello, CC.
Oh, hello, Mr. Capwell. So you know my friend Kelly's father?
Yes, we've met. Alice, how are you these days?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. I sometimes see you going down to your guest house when I'm in the garden. I sometimes forget that we are neighbors because the houses are so far apart.
Yes, well, Lionel and I both like it that way. How's he been treating you?
Oh, Lionel, wonderful. He's been treating me wonderfully. He talks about you a lot.
Oh, really? Well, I bet he does.
Alice was just trying to decide between these two trees.
Oh, yes. Which one do you like?
I like both of them.
I don't think any of us is good at picking Christmas trees.
Seems to be pretty excited about Christmas.
Very much. Yeah, more than I can ever remember.
Will you be spending it with your family?
No. Yes, sort of. Well, you see, Lionel's sort of my family now, and, well, I just know it's going to be a great Christmas. He's throwing a Christmas party, and we're going caroling. And I've never done that before. I'm going to have to learn Christmas songs.
Sounds like you are going to have a great Christmas.
Oh, yeah, I am. It will be. Even though Lionel and Pearl and my friends aren't really my family, it's going to be like they are.
Let me tell you something. I was very lucky to have you spending Christmas with him.
Alice, that man over there is selling hot chocolate. I sure could use some. Would you like some?
Oh, sure. Would you like some?
No, thank you. You win, Carolina. I'll do what I can to help.
Meyson, you have been so very kind to me. I really do appreciate everything that you've done.
Something has upset you a great deal, and I want to know what.
No, it's not important.
Victoria. Eden, what did you say that upset her so much?
Just the truth, that I wouldn't miss her.
Miss her?
Didn't she tell you she's leaving Santa Barbara?
When?
Today, tonight, I don't know. What difference does it make, Mason?
There.
A little more to the right.
A little more to the right. All right. How's that?
That's perfect. Lionel, isn't it beautiful? Oh.
It's terrific. Did the Grinch come with it, or is that a separate purchase?
Lionel, CC just happened to be shopping for a tree also, and he was kind enough to help us home.
Oh.
Well, do you like it? I mean, I could have picked the other one, but I wasn't sure, and I really like this one.
I think it is absolutely terrific.
Well, I better get home, I think.
Thank you, Mr. Catwell.
My pleasure, Alice. Caroline?
Thank you, CC.
Alice, listen, there are cartons and cartons of decorations down the basement. How about getting started on that, huh?
Well, we really should wait until Jane... Won't hurt to bring them up.
CC certainly seemed to be in good spirits, didn't he?
Yeah, I hope you don't mind his being here. He's agreed to try and help Gus.
Well, I think that's terrific. I just came from talking to Gus.
You went to see him?
Of course I did. Caroline, Alice is my responsibility. Now, if Gus is going to have a part in her life, I mean, she is my ward. I've got to check out what kind of man he is.
Well, how'd it go?
Very well. Yeah, we talked about you, as a matter of fact.
Me?
Yeah. Yeah, we talked a lot about you.
I can't imagine why.
You know, there's something about that man, though, that puzzles me. I don't know whether it's his voice or the way he looks, but he seems familiar.
Well, yeah, Jackson certainly is a very common name.
Well, should I know it from Santa Barbara or something?
I have no idea.
I wonder what he did before he went to prison.
He was a boxer.
A boxer? Gus Jackson? Wait a minute. C.C. Capo used to own a fighter named Gus Tiger Jackson. Alice's father is Tiger Jackson.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi. Hi, Daddy.
See that tree out front?
Oh, yes, it's very imposing.
It certainly is. I drove the tree lot. I thought I'd get a big jump on Christmas.
Oh, I'm glad. It's wonderful.
I'm going to get Reuben and bring it into the living room.
Okay.
We need the night to be alone.
Oh. You all right?
I'm fine, Daddy.
I'm coming. Hi.
I'm sorry. I know you don't like my coming here.
That's okay. Come on in.
I wanted to tell you in person that I'm going back to L.A. to continue my career.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like the right thing to do.
I think so, but first I wanted to apologize to you for screwing up your life. If I could go back and do it again, I swear to you I would have stayed away.
You don't have to tell me that, Tory.
Yes, I do. For myself. What I'm most ashamed of are the lies. I lied to Eden, and I lied to you. I realize that I can never love you again. I wish I could, but I don't think I'm capable of it.
You know, this isn't a stage, and you're not supposed to be acting now. So why don't you tell me what's going on here?
C.C. Capwell used to own fighters the way some men own cattle. That was about 20 years ago, right? Caroline, wasn't that about the time that you were involved with C.C. Capwell? You met Gus back then, didn't you?
Yes. You see, that's how Ollie met Gus. I was kind of like a go-between between, you know, I was very...
Caroline, you didn't just meet Gus then, you knew him. Tell me the truth. That's what your big secret was, isn't it? Huh? This isn't just about Gus. This is about Alice. You met Gus, you knew him. You had an affair with Gus. I want the truth!
All right. I'll tell you. Alice is my daughter. She's my daughter.
Well, I can't believe she didn't leave some kind of forwarding address. Yeah, Victoria Lane. You're certain, huh? Thanks.
Mason, I talked to Frau Becker before. Everything seems to be getting into place.
No, Dad, something important came up.
You're charging for that, huh? Hey, marked down to 18, special sale.
Kitty.
Hi.
Hi, you looking for a Christmas tree?
No, I was looking for you. Victoria Lane came to see me today.
Yeah.
To say goodbye. She said something about how you said to leave town right away without talking to anybody.
I said what?
Pearl, if she saw you, if she talked to you, I'd like to know why she's really leaving.
I told you what's going on. I'm leaving.
And there's no other reason. I mean, you act like you're doing some kind of penance. 5 years ago, I would have bought that. I don't buy it now. I think you're doing the same thing you were doing there. You're here to try to get me to talk you out of going.
Oh, no, that's not true.
Well, I hope it isn't. Because I promise you right now, that ain't gonna happen.
Fine, because I'm leaving and I don't want to be stopped.
You wouldn't be here if you didn't want to be stopped.
Just let me go.
No, wait a second. I mean, you obviously came here to tell me. Just tell me.
No.
Yeah. Well, you want me to guess or something? I'm not in the mood. Why are you leaving? Tell me.
Find out what former Charlie's Angel Cheryl Ladd is working on. We'll visit the star on the set of her new TV movie, One Way Out. This angel is trying to change her image. Watch Entertainment Tonight, your ticket to the stars, here at 7 on TV2.